All right, welcome back, everyone, to First Time Pictures. We're going to be reviewing today the long awaited visual spectacle phenomenon
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie. How many years do you think it's going to be between like each one, honestly?
Bro, I already heard the next one comes out in 2 years, 2027, confirmed.
Oh my god.
That's exactly how
That's
I
bullshit.
feel, bro. 2 more years?
Yeah. We're not going to get the third fucking movie till
Dude,
2030?
Michael is going to be able to go to the movie theaters. Like, because it's a rated R movie, he'll be able to go watch it by himself, bro. Like, it's going to take
Literally.
forever. Like, 2027 is just.
For one season of anime, like you could have just done episode releases. Like that's kind of ridiculous, you know? I get you guys
Mm,
are the elite of the elite,
top
but
of the
like
top.
don't I don't know.
They're the
Yeah,
Nike
I feel
right
like I'm being
now.
taken advantage of here.
No, for
Yeah.
bro, but
They're lucky I'm gonna still go. I'm just gonna be mad about it.
I was hyped. My hype for Demon Slayer is all time high right now. But
Yeah.
before this, it was like very low because it was what 2 years or
Oh
a
wow.
year since the previous thing. And plus, reading the manga, bro, you and I know this is what we've been waiting for. We didn't really care about what the previous seasons really were. Like this arc,
I'm not gonna lie. The previous seasons got me like I had hype.
you were hyped to watch the anime
Uh,
for all of those compared to this one.
well, I just mean like I did get hype from the anime. Like it was marinating this whole time for
Okay.
this movie, especially the way the last season ended. You know, they end off in such a banger way. Like I was extremely excited for this movie.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys re-showed us that fight scene when you were all watching it
That last
together,
scene.
because
Oh yeah.
starting the movie, it literally takes place right after that. Like if I hadn't
Yeah, like a
recently,
second after.
yeah, if you guys hadn't shown that to me, it wouldn't have felt as, direct from that scene as it did, because as soon as the movie started, the first thing, straight into it. Like straight into how it
Yeah,
left off.
the same exact scene.
When they trap Muzan by, dude, I'm the worst with names. So if you know, okay, if I reference someone and you know the name, bro, that's a good
Okay.
challenge for this episode.
Okay. Let's see if I can
If
get
I
any of these
could,
names.
so you know the leader guy. What's his name?
Muzan.
No, of the Demon Slayers. What's his name?
Master. They all call him Master.
It's like Kibishibi or something.
Yeah.
Him, when he sacrifices himself at the end of the season, he has Muzan trapped, and then they all just start falling through the gates. And then I think that's just when I think the most badass stuff starts happening with the whole moving of, what are they, the platforms or like the ledges.
Yeah, the doors. I know there's those doors are like there's a specific name for that type of Japanese door
Mm,
because in the recap video I watched,
yeah.
it was like and the Infinity Castle is takes inspiration from classic MC Escher designs while using Japanese architecture. I was like, that's true. It sounds so fancy the way they're putting it, like the staircases, but then Japanese architecture. I'm like, it's so eloquent the way they put it. But yeah, and then they said the name of the doors. But I can't remember for the life of me what they were. But it's the sliding doors,
Hmm.
Japanese sliding doors.
The classic anime sliding doors that you see, just like
Yeah,
paper doors. I don't know. I don't think that's what they're called. But
I mean they're made out of paper. But yeah.
that's, I didn't know that was all CGI. Like that whole scene. Like it
Mm.
didn't look super CGI, and that's something I was kind of gonna talk to you about, because mid movie, uh, I asked you, I was like, do you that like that's CGI, right? Like you see how it looks
Yeah,
during Muzan's.
yeah, it was obviously CGI.
That was like one of the few times I noticed it, but I didn't really notice it when it was the Demon Castle moving. Maybe during some scene when it was like Tanjiro and Gyu and Akaza when they were
Uh
standing on
huh.
it. But like during the falling scene, I was just like in awe of just like all the Demon Slayers, falling and aura farming
Yeah,
as they
I
fall.
I can kind of tell it was CGI just because of like the lighting. Like it
Really?
wasn't like pencil shading. It was like CGI light fading. Like yeah, like the shadows were like fading like real light. Like it looked like something
That's
you
true.
can't draw. Like you could draw realistic, but it just wouldn't have the same. You can't draw, I guess, like a CGI aesthetic, you know. Not that I was like, "Ooh, that's CGI," but like because not once was I thinking about it. You know, I wasn't actively thinking because those
Yeah.
buildings and everything blended so well with the environment, and that's what I think Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayer does the best CGI blended with the 2D art, like better than any other anime. Even though it does stand out and it's not my favorite, I think they do it better than like everyone else because I've seen it done in other animes and it sticks out way too much.
Yeah, like what were some parts that they animated or CGI during this movie? Like for sure, like we said, the whole falling stuff, all of that CGI. There's that
Yeah,
scene with Muzan where he's like engulfed in this like thing.
yeah, his
Yeah,
little
which I was gonna
cocoon.
ask you about. Like, I was kind of confused on what's he doing in there. Like I didn't know. I,
Oh, you don't remember?
well, I
You don't
remember he got
remember?
trapped by spikes, and then when he like blew up, like, and then he fell
Yeah.
down, and then he was in the cocoon. So I was a little confused there, but
He basically went to spawn, bro. He went to spawn to heal. Like that's all he's doing. He made his little cocoon where he's gonna like, you know,
mm,
do some
okay,
extra good healing to get whatever poison Tamayo is or put in him and everything and yeah, so he's just in
okay.
there
So that's what he was doing. I was like, is he
in
trapped
there
right
healing
now? What
up.
happened to Tomayo? Like, where is she? Is she dead? Is she actually dead? Like, okay.
Yeah.
But what were some other CGI parts that they had? I don't remember too many.
Well, it's hard to notice when it looks like really good. Like I don't know if
Mm.
you remember, but in episode 10, you know when the Sound Ninja has like that final fight and it's like the greatest episode in Demon Slayer.
Oh, the sound
Like
Husho.
all
Yeah.
yeah, like all the fire and surroundings in that scene is all CGI. But
Mm.
you know what Demon Slayer does different that I noticed that other animes don't do?
What?
For some reason, for some fucking reason, when other animes put CGI,
Uh-huh.
they make like the frames per second like 16 frames per second for the CGI. So it stands out because you see it moving like a certain way, and like
Oh,
even
okay.
if it looks good, it looks choppy, you know. But Demon
Yeah.
Slayer, they're not rendering their CGI at like less frames per second, so it looks more natural. Like even though it could stand out and look different, it doesn't move different. But if you watch like Attack on Titan, I swear when you see the Colossal Titan moving, it looks like a little jittery, you know, because the frames per second is off compared to everything else around it.
Wow, I didn't know. Maybe I didn't notice. I didn't know the Colossal Titan was CGI.
If you go back and watch it, I think you'll notice immediately what I'm talking about. How it
Okay.
has like a different FPS compared to everything else
Oh,
around it.
you know what was CGI? What's his name? Dama number two.
Doma?
Doma. His ice ability was CGI. All that ice.
Yeah.
And
I
yeah.
noticed a lot of the effects were like Akaza's like punches, the way they were like being sent and everything, or the effects around his punches.
Oh, maybe when he does the little snowflake CGI.
No, Akaza.
Yeah, when he does the
Oh
little.
yeah, yeah, no, oh yeah, yeah, the snowflake. Yeah, that's CGI.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Dang, I need to rewatch that. But yeah, so that's how they start. They fall into it, and you get straight into freaking hands, bro. Like, what are you?
Straight in the hands.
I don't know how fast the movie started to when you have Doma and I forgot the girl's name, the butterfly Hashira. You know her name?
Yeah. Don't tell me, don't tell me. Kinocha. Fuck. Shinobu. Shinobu
Mm.
something. Or no, am I right or
It's
wrong?
yeah, it's Shinobu. Nice.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah. So Shinobu versus Dom off the rip, bro. Probably like what, 10 minutes, 20 minutes? I don't know.
Yeah, 10 minutes. I'm glad they beefed up her fight because it wasn't that crazy in the manga, but that final move of hers was pretty sick.
Dude, you know how I've been back on Shonen Jump, right? I
Yeah, you,
saw
you finally hopped back,
I've
everyone. He has
converted.
come back.
I'm to the dark side, guys. I've been turned.
Yes,
I've
you're
been
in manga hibernation and you have woken up.
I've awoken the third eye, guys, for manga reading. The third eye is doing
Yeah,
all the reading.
Your anime analysis is about to go crazy. Let's hear it.
So there's a sector on Shonen Jump that literally says Infinity Castle recap. Like, and it has the perfect chapters that lead up. And I just started reading it. And the first thing I read was the Shinobu versus Doma fight. And I was just reading it
Oh,
and
nice.
I was like, dang, like, I don't remember reading this. And I don't remember, like, I can't remember, imagine reading this. Maybe you have something in your head, a fight, and then when you see it and you're like, yeah, that's what I pictured. Or like, when it's that scale of like what they did, like, you can't imagine some of the stuff they did in the movie,
Yeah.
like to be how they did it. So when I was rereading, I was like, oh yeah, I could see the scene now. Like this feels epic now. Like I have,
Mm,
I have a little bit of a reference. So when I was reading these scenes, I was like hyped. I was scrolling because I could just see everything that was happening, and I understood it. Like when you're reading it for the first time, you're also reading it and also looking at the
yeah.
pictures. But I feel like if you read something for
Yeah.
like the fifth time, you understand the story enough to kind of just see it, and it's like, dang. So that's how it felt. Like I'm just rewatching the movie, reading it, and yeah, that scene was not 30, 40 minutes. I don't know how long these fights were, but
Yeah.
that was a long fight.
It was. It was a decently long fight. I'm glad that they padded it because that's what I was worried about. I actually very worried. I'm like, bro, I
Really?
read this, and I know
Mm.
they padded other fights really well, but I'm just like, how much padding are they gonna do? Like, I really hope they figure it out, and we can talk about whether they did or not at the end of this review.
I was gonna ask you this. So I don't think they do this in the manga, but maybe in like the Demon Slayer TV show. And this is something I heard someone say. The fights was like, okay, just Shinobu Doma for a chunk, and then just Zenitsu and then for a chunk, and then just what's his name, Gyu Tanjiro for a fight. Did you care that it was like sectioned off like that, or would you cut and splice in between so some of the moments overlapped?
Oh,
Like, so then you come to like different. Imagine reading, oh, Zenitsu wins. Oh, the girl died. And then, oh, but they went like at kind of at the same time rather than
yeah.
first battle, second battle, third battle. Like, do you think that would have been
That would
cooler?
have helped. It would have helped with the pacing,
Mm.
but I'm a manga purist. Like I always say, stick with how the manga told it. So
Okay.
even if it was better, I'd be like, no, I wouldn't want a different version. I'd rather get a version that's just like what the manga did. You could pad the
Yeah.
fights, but I want the story told like how the manga tells it.
Because that's how it is, right?
What about you?
It's
You were hoping to have them spliced together, or you'd like rather have that happen?
I think I was subconsciously expecting it because when the first fight was happening and it was just the first fight, I was like, Are we really just about to get 30 minutes of straight hands?" Because
Yeah.
I'm thinking about, okay, there's going to be three main fights in this movie. They have to give time to each of the fights. So if they're going to do that for this first fight, I'm like, it has to take up a chunk of the film. So I know I'm expecting 30 minutes, but a part of me is like, it's going to cut away to something else. Like, not not necessarily don't be as invested, but I'm waiting for that to go somewhere else, like in modern TV kind of does. Like if there's an action fight, it might cut away to what the B plot is doing or something like that.
Yeah, and
Um,
they align them so the action's happening in both the A
right.
and the B plot, I guess.
But it was just straight, and I was like, okay, like I think I prefer that. I love seeing 30 minutes of one fight,
Mm,
30 minutes of another. We got an hour and a half of, I think it's hour and a half confirmed, or hour 40 of Gyu and Tanjiro's fight with like
yeah,
a whole hour and a half of one fight is like, bro, that could have been a movie in
that
itself.
could have.
So yeah, I didn't mind it, but some people brought it up. And I was like, that might have been interesting if they showed like Zenitsu winning, and then the girl like dying. Like that kind of would have been
Uh,
like, bro, like I don't know. That guess we'll never know. Maybe someone can cut
yeah,
it.
like I said, yeah. See, I'd rather you just like go make an edit so you can go watch your fight how
Yeah,
you want, but I'm like give us the manga
yeah.
accurate way first, and just let that be. You
Because
guys can do your edits afterwards.
the manga did come out just like the movie, right? It was one fight, two chapters, another fight, two chapters, another fight.
Yep.
Okay, because yeah, Do you know how many chapters exactly it was? Was it just two?
I think it was from chapter 140 to 156. So I think it was or 139. So it might be like 16 to 17 chapters.
Overall for the Infinity
Yeah.
Castle?
For for the movie.
Okay. I read somewhere that the Tanjiro and Gyu fight, that
Uh-huh.
one took up 13 chapters worth of content alone.
Really?
Yeah. And I
Is that
think
including the backstory?
I don't know. I need to see. Because I read somewhere also that the Shinobu fight I think was also two chapters is like 40 pages. That's kind of a lot. It's like 80 pages though.
Yeah, like it's still a lot of storytelling. Like one
Yeah,
20-minute episode of an anime is like 5 chapters, you know?
that's true. Okay. So cuz I was rereading and I was like 40 pages sometimes, I think.
Damn,
So,
40?
yeah, so if you have to read two of them, yeah, makes sense. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was the fight and then it goes into the Netsu versus what's his name? Kaigaku?
Bro, yeah, uh Gaikaku or Kaigaku?
Kaigaku is what I
Kaigaku. Bro, this was the fight that I was the most worried about because in the
really.
manga, I swear, I think it's like one chapter for like or just a couple pages in the amount that they're fighting. So it's like it shows Zenitsu do his slash, which they do in the movie,
Yeah.
right? And then his bro is like, "Whoa, that was fast!" And then he shows off for a bit, and there's like one page, like 1 or 2 pages, where the demon shows off for a bit, and then Zenitsu's falling, and then he goes like my ultimate move, and then it's one picture of him
Mm.
zooming up and chopping off his head, and I was like, bro, I swear, if they don't give or pad this just a little bit, because this can be like a fight that takes 2 minutes,
Right.
and I felt like they perfectly stretched it at least. Like they did what they could to make it not so underwhelmingly short, because if we're going to a movie in the theater for it, you got
Yeah.
to get your time's
Get
worth.
your money's worth for sure, bro.
Yeah. What did you feel about that fight? Like, do you feel like they padded it, or was it one of your favorites? If you had to compare it to the Shinobu one.
Um, the way I think I remember exactly how you said in the manga. I do remember just being quick and him like just being like, huh, like he just slices his head off like he's levels above, like he's aura farming, all of that in the manga, like
Yeah.
like it's quick, and yeah, this one I don't know. I didn't really care. I kind of, to be honest, I did forget who this guy was. I remember they're related, but I kind
Uh
of
huh.
didn't have
I don't
this
think they're
big.
related. I think they're just two pupils or whatever.
Oh yeah, from yeah to the same guy. So like, I wasn't
Yeah.
so connected to him, and I was kind of lost. I really wish I would have refreshed on some of the characters they brought up. Um,
Uh
'Cause
huh.
I did kind of forget Zenitsu's arc. Like his flashback comes back all the way in season one, and I kind of forgot that oh he went to the school. He can only master the first form. The other guy had the other ones. I don't know if that's what they explained back then or what, but I
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. So when this fight was happening, I was like, like I don't really care for Zenitsu as a character. He's kind of like a little goofy. He does have like he's like crazy OP. So who doesn't like to see like crazy OP moves? Like obviously, like when he pops off, I'm hyped. But
Uh huh.
I was just like, okay, Zenitsu's like whatever. Compared to
So you
the,
didn't really care for him.
I really like the other fight because I like Doma. Doma's pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
that fight
I feel like
felt
that's the
cool.
final fight, so like obviously his is gonna be like the best. But I don't
Yeah.
know. I've always been a Zenitsu fan because,
Really?
bro, I
You're a
thought you
Zenitsu
would be too
fanboy?
because
He's so
any fast character is
goofy.
the
He's
badass.
goofy and like so cringe. Like I'm not a
Exactly.
fan of that.
That's what makes his scenes more badass because it's like you just got pieced up. Like he goes from goofy to menace in an instant, and like I remember the first time I was ever watching Demon Slayer when he
Yeah.
unleashes his power, when he falls asleep and then becomes OP. I was like, it blew my mind. I thought it was the most badass thing ever. So I'm like, bro, be goofy all day because as soon as you go to sleep, and and then when they show in last episode before this movie where he's falling and then he opens his eyes
Oh
slowly.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, that just gives me chills because you see he's awake and he's like determined to go all out. And
Did they
that was
explain where that came
literally
from?
what?
Was he training or something like off screen? Like why is he coming back ready? Like we've never seen him like that. He was just aura farming. Like he
Bro,
had
you
it
don't
in him this
remember
whole time.
anything.
The Hashira
It's
training arc.
because yeah, in the Hashira training arc, it shows he gets the letter, and then it was the letter that his grandpa died, and what happened. Like his, so whenever he like got
Oh.
struck with like the tragedy, he
Uh
locked
huh.
in because he's like, I'm only in this castle for one reason. I'm gonna kill that man because he's the reason our
Oh.
grandpa died. It like woke him up, like
Okay.
literally and figuratively.
Mm. Mm. I really wish I would have rewatched that or reread it.
Just like I don't remember.
Not. I mean,
Who's this? Who's that guy with the fire here again? The Akaza killed?
dang, bro. You think I don't know Rengoku, bro? I set my what is it? I set my heart ablaze every day, bro. Don't come after me.
Okay,
Was that deep?
you only remember the important characters.
Exactly, bro. That's all you need to remember about. Um,
Gotcha.
but so you like Zenitsu's fight over the other fight?
No, well, over Shinobu's just
Yeah,
because
you
I
like
was always
Zenitsu.
hyped for it. You know, like I will say her final like move where she
Yeah,
goes off and the speed is like great. I
yeah.
thought it's probably a better scene than Zenitsu's, but I was very satisfied with the way they animated him like charging up. Like they really milked that charge up scene before he does his final move, which
Oh,
I wanted. I was like, thank you. That's all I wanted. I'm gonna
okay.
leave
Yeah,
now.
they
I don't
they
even care
they
anything else.
ate with the lightning,
Yeah,
what
yeah, the lightning.
the
They zoomed in
sound.
from the top, and it was like
Shing.
CGI. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
very good.
Zenitsu always pops off when he's ready. Like he
Yeah.
he aura farms. Like he has that. Uh,
You just don't like anything before that. You just want to watch the start of when you want him to fall asleep because you don't want to hear him talk.
I was always like, bro, when I first found out he's gonna fall asleep, I'm like, they're gonna do the trope where he's gonna have to randomly get knocked out, or they're gonna have to figure out the way if someone knocks him out so he can lock in. And they kind of did that trope a little bit, but it's whatever. Like I don't care. It's cheesy.
It's classic. It's classic. It reminds me of like the drunken fist, like Bruce
Oh,
Lee. Like, oh, I'm only powerful if I'm drunk,
yeah.
or I'm only like it's like another gimmick to me. It reminds me of those like tropes.
Before we get into this next part, the final
Yeah.
fight, stuff that was happening during the movie, like the theater was going crazy during some of these like funny scenes. Like they were eating all the chibi and big head, small eyes thing
Yeah.
up.
You're saying the
And
audience, like in the theater?
yeah, did you not hear everyone roaring? And every time I look over to you because I have to see, I'm like, does Anthony find this funny? Like I wanted to see if
Did I laugh or was I laughing or
you were
did you?
not laughing at
What
the
was my facial
chibi.
expression?
You were just watching. The whole theater's laugh. Oh, bro, I'm like, this is not that funny. Like, I don't see a chibi and go, ha ha ha, so cute, funny. But
Right,
the whole
bro.
theater
Yeah,
was.
that's the difference.
Never one time were you laughing at the chibi, goofy, funny faces. Which I was like,
I
okay.
was not. I'm like, I don't have a problem with it, and even if it was funny, I'm just like, it's not. It's not LOL. It's not laugh out
It's
loud funny, bro.
not.
Like,
It's not.
they were like, they were like going crazy for it, bro.
Dude, they were
And bro,
eating
they
it
were
up.
eating this up. They were just like, yeah.
Those are
They
true
were eating
fans,
it up.
bro. That's why I was like, I'm glad we had at least a theater that was whatever, enjoying
Right,
themselves. It makes it
but
fun.
yeah, I agree with you. I'm like, I'm not laughing, but I enjoy hearing y'all enjoying it. Like, it just makes the experience better.
But yeah, I liked how they did the scenes where they showed some of the other Hashiras. It wasn't like, yeah, you had the three main fights, but you had
Uh-huh.
the other Hashira kind of
Or
doing
some aura
stuff.
farming
Dude,
scenes.
yes, just that's all it really was. Like, look how strong we are. That there's no
Yeah.
other reason to show them besides that. And
Yeah. If they didn't do that, I feel like this movie would have like lost a lot of points because it wouldn't have been as like entertaining in a way. Because you know how there's those three fights, they're very
yeah,
quick and to the point. You get some backstory in each one.
yeah.
But if they didn't add in some of that padding, I felt like it wouldn't have been as nearly as like a climactic experience.
Yeah, again, I don't know if that was in the manga, but I'm glad it
For
was.
sure not.
Glad because I love seeing the Rock guy, bro. I can't wait to see his fight, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm just so hyped for him. And yeah, I'm trying not to say spoilers, but seeing him at least fight, seeing the snake guy and the girl and the love Hashira fight, the wind Hashira, he was aura farming and he was just,
He was.
meditating and the guy couldn't shink. Like, bruh, no one's watching. He's just doing that. Like, so
Yeah.
so yeah, that all those things I think really help. Also, one of
I
my
forget that, bro. I forget people haven't read the manga, so I'm like, spoilers. Oh, yeah. They don't know. They don't
dude,
know what's coming.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, I need to make sure I know exactly what I watched, so I don't say,
Yeah.
"Hey, remember when the?" Oh wait, that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me because I was not thinking about that at all.
wasn't it crazy? We finished the manga what 2 years ago? Like longer than
Yeah.
that?
It's been a
Three?
while.
Like it's so crazy.
Bro,
It's
I looked up when the manga finished and
uh
take a guess. Do you know when the manga finished?
huh.
Like, if you were to guess a season, which season do you think it finished
Like during which season of the actual?
of the anime?
So the
Yeah.
actual came out in 2020. At 2022.
The manga finished, like, I think during season one,
Damn.
right?
So it's like 2021-ish, 2022 era.
Oh,
That's
I think it actually came out like 2019, and then
oh
the
really?
manga finished sometime that year. Yeah.
Damn, bro. No way. 5 years minimum of
Right.
this manga being done. When I think about these things, I think about the times reading it, and I know and I can remember the art. But rewatching it now, it still feels kind of fresh because I've only read it one time, so it still felt like, oh, I kind of don't know what's gonna happen. And like somebody over here who
Yeah.
reads the same manga like 50 times in a row just to
I
like
can't help it.
relive it, bro. Bro's different, guys. Like,
I literally, I don't even plan to reread it. I just go. I'm like, what happened in that scene? And then I'm like, oh, I accidentally read the whole thing. Like, I read the rest. Yeah.
what
Oopsies.
happens in the tuning exams? Oh, guys, just finished Baruto. Like, that's literally
Yeah.
how. That's literally what Anthony would do. Um. Okay, final fight. Tanjiro, Gyu, bro. Gyu, my favorite.
Tanjiro versus Gyu.
Oh, versus Akaza.
Oh, Tanjiro and Gyu versus Akaza. My
um,
bad.
Gyu, my favorite Hashira. I think you know that. I don't know if you knew that. Now you do, but
Yeah, you just like the aura farming guys. Any emo aura farming
oh my
characters, you're
god.
like, oh, he's not cringy, so I like him.
What?
Yeah, that's literally you. You said that before the movie.
Dude, why are you supposed to be on the pod, bro? You said you were like I trusted you.
My
That's not I
fault. I'll keep
bro.
that. I'll keep that between us.
I'm editing that out. But no, Gyu favorite Hashira from the start. I have a Gyu figurine, bro. An expensive one at that. That's how
Dang, you
much.
dropped money on his. You put money on his character.
Yes, $100 to be exact, guys. Sorry, not trying to flex on the pod, but
Yeah,
just
you
just
literally
had to.
invested in Gyu stocks.
So I was really hyped for this. I totally forgot that it was Gyu and Tanjiro versus Akaza. Like I forgot that was like when we were sitting down in our seats, which also everyone watching.
Akaza's
I
entrance.
thought we were watching this movie in regular seats, guys. And when we got there, I remembered or figured out we were watching it in Dolby. And as I sat down, I totally
Best surprise ever.
that was my first best surprise of the night. Second one was when I remembered that Akaza and Gyu was with Tanjiro because I was like, oh my god, I forget what happens. I don't know how the fight goes or what moves are done, but I'm like, I was re-hyped going into it. Like that's how.
Reinvigorated.
Yes, it was the best moment of my life, guys.
Dang. So you even need to watch the second and third. You're good. You're done.
But they fight
You got what you wanted.
they fight and I was like, dude, what more could I want? Seeing Gyu, the goat, in action, bro, is like all you can ask for. And he's gotten the most action in the whole TV show, guys. Like that's all I gotta say. Like He's number one for a reason, in my opinion. So
That's true. Like besides the arcs where like the Hashira are specifically with Tanjiro, you really don't get to see them fight for real until this final
yeah,
arc. So it like seeing Giyu, at first I keep thinking like, Rengoku is like the best of the
yeah,
best. And then when the sound Hashira you see him, you're like, bro, he's fucking dope as fuck. And you don't think much of the other
right,
ones, but then as soon as you see them in action, like you like actually trying,
exactly.
even though they were even though Akaza himself was hyping up Tanjiro, I was like, bro, right now, Giyu and Akaza are leagues like they look like another level compared to you. You just sit on the sidelines and watch like the grown men
Bro,
duke it out because they were going at it. So yeah, it was so
so
good.
hype, bro. Gyu when he freaking gets his what's this called? His curse technique, basically.
His
Yes,
mark,
the
yeah,
Hashira mark, whatever. And like in that scene, I was hyped for
yeah.
him. I was like, dude, that's my guy. He just unlocked that shit. Like I was, I was rooting, bro. And I don't know what music was playing, but something had me hyped because it was just like the swords, the punches, Akaza, the whole thing. Just seeing Gyu in action is like, dude, that's my guy, bro. Like, let's go.
Yeah. You know what was making me think though?
What?
I'm like, Giyu with his mark basically was as strong as Rengoku without his mark because that's how hard
Ooh,
Rengoku was going at Akaza, and he never got a mark. I'm like, how strong
that's
would
true.
would Rengoku be if he got like a full on mark like Tanjiro and Giyu?
And it took two of
It'd
them
be
to beat
OP.
him, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
And Rengoku could have, if he had the mark, like he would have easily wiped.
yeah. Actually, but I mean, if even if they both developed their mark, I was like, well, the only way they win this fight is if Tanjiro is fighting Akaza because he's the only one who could figure out how to get past that compass, that like basically is a magnet and alerts him to anyone. It's like his radar.
Yeah.
So unless you could get rid of that compass, nobody was gonna beat him.
Mm. Which this was something I think did that one guy who talked to you after the movie brought up saying Tanjiro or whatever just always finds a way.
Oh yeah, how he just pulled it out of his ass.
Literally, I'm like, Tanjiro went like full avatar mode, like reaching into the back of his mind,
He
following
went Jimmy
every
Neutron.
yes, like to the deepest memory ever, pieced together information that for some reason at that exact time their parent was conveniently telling him the secret key to this very specific moment that Tanjiro has found himself in, and he just remembers it. And a little plot, whatever. Like I ain't mad about it. Like I'm cool. I like the backstories. The dad stories were cool. They're valid. Like I'm not hating, but very convenient. If you ask me, very
Okay,
very
but
convenient.
let's not pretend that's a Demon Slayer trope. That's an anime trope. Like we could count off every main character has something special about them. They're like, oh, you happen to be the one person. I mean, that's why we're following them in the story.
Tanjiro's
Every
losing the
character.
fight. He remembers what Zenitsu says about his form. He remembers what Inosuke says. Like, bro, they're
I
very
think it's the same
convenient.
thing as when oh, the main character just had to get more mad and he got stronger because he was more mad. Like in Jujutsu Kaisen, it's like, oh, Yuji got angrier, so he's twice as strong now. It's like, I think it's the same logic. Like
It,
when Tanjiro's faced with certain death, he remembers shit. Like, he's like, oh, I'm connecting the dots.
okay, yeah, I'll give it to Tanjiro, bro. Like he needed those memories. So whatever he did, bro, like good, cause saved him big time.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, Tanjiro's fight normal, cool. I think they once he sliced his head off, and I think I mentioned this to you, was the fight was over, right? He grabbed it, put it back on,
Yeah.
and then it was backstory, and then it was like trying to continue the fight a little bit, and then I think it went back into backstory. Like I feel
Uh
like I
huh.
wasn't invested when it went back to real life. I was like, oh, the backstory's not done. Like I'm invested in the backstory right now. And
Like
I
you
would
didn't want to, like you wanted that to finish first.
Kind of, because the backstory, like, it would jump in. I don't know if you noticed that it jumped in that actual fight, not like probably 3 4 times, and a
Yeah.
few of them were after, and a few of them before. But so when they did that, I was like not paying attention too much to the fight because, like they said, they just had maybe something that happened with what Akaza was going with, and I was like, bro, go. I want to go back to that. And then they finished it and they wrapped it up, and I was like, okay, now I care about this again. But some stuff kind of
Yeah.
happened that I kind of, um, but yeah, I think Akaza backstory was one that I
It was
actually
good.
kind of did care about. Like, I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care about the twin brother sister, but Akaza's was like, yeah,
Yeah. I liked his a lot. The only reason I maybe didn't, I guess I just wasn't motivated to see it. Like, I feel like
yeah,
after they killed him, I'm like, oof. I felt like that was the point. If they released it in episodes, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna end the night right there, and then I'll continue watching his backstory like the next day. But I was like, I was kind of forced to keep watching his backstory because it was a movie. Not that it wasn't good, like it was a
yeah,
really good backstory, but we were in there for a minute, and
yeah.
I'm like,
It was
I started to have a little bit of a fatigue.
okay. Like, same here. And maybe it was whatever, but like during some of the scenes, I was like, dude, like it's I'm having to focus because I'm dozing off. Like I've been here too long, and Akaza's backstory, like I think the whole backstory actually took 30 minutes is what I've been seeing other people say.
Uh,
But 30 minutes of a backstory is kind of like, dang, like
yeah,
30 minutes. Like, I would have been good with 20, 15 maybe. Um,
yeah.
but 2.5 hours worth of movie that's a that's a good chunk of movie time for your AMC StubHub pass that you should get because you can see 4 free movies a week. Very worth, your
Yeah.
money.
I was actually asking ChatGPT just about Akaza's backstory. Like before I went like I dove and got sucked back into reading the whole manga. I just
Uh
asked
huh.
ChatGPT like, tell me what happened like exactly beat for beat in his backstory, and it just kept talking about how his backstory is a lot different than everyone else's because in the end he rejects his demon self, not just like
Oh.
not just symbolically, but like physically, he destroys his body because he's like, I don't want to be this anymore. But other demons are kind of like
Mm.
forced to accept their death, because they're already dying. But his is a lot different because he's the only demon to pretty much like want to be human again and also like just let go of that demon side.
That is deep because at the end you see like when he's dying, like Muzan, and Muzan like stop this or like messing
Yeah,
with
he's like
him
Akaza,
almost.
like
Yeah,
yelled for him.
yeah, like because that's what I think all the other demons feared Muzan and dying to
Yeah,
him, and he I think was okay with that because his memories were unlocked, and yeah, he was like, dude, I do not want to be this. Just kills himself. Is like, dang, bro, like punches to the
yeah.
that that scene was pretty like dang.
Yeah, and I love the shot of when he's disintegrating, but his body is like in the position of him like on his knees bracing the girl he loved. I was like, oh, that's so sad, but like
Mm,
such a like beautiful or like
yeah,
what's the word? Uh, like beautifully tragic little ending right there.
yeah,
The way he
for
was on
sure.
his knees, like in that holding position. Overall, great fight. I think it was fantastic. I love the way they petted that one. They hyped up Giyu. It was like a good final fight for the movie.
Yeah, and that's kind of how that part ends, and then we're left not really with a cliffhanger, but kind of like a well, what's next? Because
Yeah,
at the end it says Shinobu is, I mean, is it safe to say she's
is
dead?
dead.
Like, right? She's
Shinobu. Oh yeah,
gone.
yeah, yeah. Because that was announced in the middle of the movie, like after it happened.
Oh,
Like
okay,
the
you're
crow
right.
was like, "She's
Yep,
dead. She's dead."
that's true. And then so the next person to fight or who pulls
Is the
up
little
is,
girl?
do you know her name?
Don't say anything else. Ah, Is her name Kinocha or something like that?
Kinda. Starts with a K.
Okay, don't just tell me. I don't know. I'm not
Kanao.
gonna guess this shit. Canal,
Canal.
canal.
Yeah. So yeah, it shows Canal there with down. That might be in the next one, and then it's Tanjiro and Gyu just defeated after a battle.
Yep.
What's gonna happen with them?
What's gonna happen? We can tell you, but we're not going to.
But I might. Okay.
But I might.
You want to hear some fun facts that I found out while doing some research?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, Channing Tatum did a voice for the dub.
Let me
I thought that was
guess.
pretty cool.
Channing Tatum. What the
I
hell?
know
Let me
his
guess who. Who?
Channing Tatum's daughter is like a Demon Slayer fangirl. So I
No
guess
way.
for his daughter, he was like, "Yo, let me get on Demon Slayer." So he actually plays Akaza's master, which I want to hear
Akaza's
the voice.
master.
Akaza, the master at the dojo.
Oh, the dojo. No
Yeah,
way.
I want to hear
That's
how his
so
performance
cool.
is as that guy, because the Japanese one was pretty good. So I want to see how
Yeah.
Channing Tatum brought brought that. Um, yeah. So some fun facts about the actual movie, right? The budget was 20 million. Can you believe that? 20 million? That's kind of that's kind of nothing compared to what they grossed worldwide. $391 million on the
Jeez.
opening weekend, I think is what it was. Um, what did I read? It said it's the number one grossing anime to come out. The previous record was 31 million by I think Pokemon in like 1997. 31 million on a
Oh,
weekend grossing, right? This one on
yeah.
Friday alone grossed I think 41 million. So like 10 more than the previous record on the first day.
On the
Just
first day.
shows
Wow.
just shows how big anime is, bro. Like 400
Yep.
mil,
Bigger
like
than
not
ever. Bigger than ever.
some modern movies aren't even hitting 100 mils. Um, so yeah, it became the highest grossing film in Japan for 2025. Yeah, and so yeah,
Fantastic.
those are some of the fun facts that I found. It's a big success, especially with animated movies. We just saw Neja, bro. Like anime movies are starting to make an impact because people don't really
They
take them
are.
seriously.
We gotta watch the Chainsaw one in October. It's gonna be here soon.
Mm. You gotta plan another little staycation.
Let's do it.
Well, okay. I think that concludes. I think everything we have to say about Demon. Oh wait, did you know what the actual official title for this movie is called?
No, what? Infinity Castle Part One?
It's called Infinity Cast or Demon Slayer Kitsubo no Yaiba. uh, Infinity Castle Part One: Akaza's Return. That's
Akaza's
officially
Return.
what the title is of this movie. So, wonder what the next two are going to be. What do you have a rating? I think I have a safe one. I have a pretty safe rating.
I was gonna say like out of 10 backstories, how many backstories would you give
Oh
this?
my god.
How many backstories would you
I
give
hate
this?
that one.
Or okay,
Okay,
what rating
I'll
did you
use.
have?
I mean, I was just gonna say Hashiras. How many Hashiras? But
How
we'll
many
go with
Hashiras?
backstories.
Yeah, let's go with backstories.
Backstories. 1 out of 10 backstories. Honestly, guys.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of
What?
here. You
Wait.
said 1 out of 10 backstories?
No, 1 through 10 backstories.
Oh, okay. I thought you straight up
Yeah.
gave it a 1 out of 10. I was like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
From
Podcast.
1 through 10, the amount of backstories I'm gonna have to give this one. I'm gonna have to give it 8.7. I mean, I think
Nice.
Demon Slayer is Demon Slayer. You're always gonna have the nice animation, which is just so amazing. I think maybe I heard this term recency bias. I might have that because watching it in theater is just so cool. Like the sound was so awesome. Uh, and just seeing fight scenes, bro. Like you go to see Demon Slayer fight scenes and you get Demon Slayer fight scenes. So I
Yup,
mean,
they
if you
deliver.
want
They
if you want
deliver.
something else, go watch a different movie. Demon Slayer, awesome movie. Sad I have to wait 2 freaking years for the next one, but it's whatever. I already know how it ends, but I still want to
Yeah.
go see it. So, how about you, bro? How many backstories, 1 through 10, are you giving Akaza no Yama and Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1, The Akaza's Return?
I'm giving you 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 backstories.
Nice.
Very solid. Uh, it's probably going to be the last movie I revisit. Like I'll probably like knowing what's going to be in the next two. It'll be like the last movie I revisit for fight scenes. But I mean, I was
Nice.
satisfied. I got what I wanted. Very happy experience. And yeah, I can't wait for the next one.
Nice. Okay, so that was our review, guys, of Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Next week's movie is going to be Prisoners, that we was supposed to come out this week, but it will be out next week. So,
Yeah, we apologize, but when we get a theater experience like this, sorry, but prisoners can kick rocks until the next episode.
preach it, brother. So, yep. Until next time, guys.
Peace.
Peace.